24 Ukrainian sailors have been brought to a Moscow court. The charges they face carry a potential 6-year sentence. The Russian security service filed an appeal to extend their arrest until April 6th. The Ukrainian government considers the treatment of the sailors to be in violation of the Geneva Convention. The country's Justice Ministry has made a case to the European Court of Human Rights to recognize the servicemen as prisoners of war. The court hearing in Russia has been held behind closed doors. The Ukrainian sailors have refused to testify, citing Article 17 of the Geneva Convention.
Russian authorities do not want to stand by the defense that Ukrainian sailors are prisoners of war, that Russian authorities are consistently violating the Third Geneva Convention, to be heard openly. This is a kind of political fear of truth.
In Ukraine, the sailors have received nationwide support, including from various units of the armed forces. In Zalochiv, the National Guard made a standing formation to recreate the shape of a boat, chanting glory to Ukraine. In Zaporizhia, National Guardsmen recreated the shape of an anchor with the Ukrainian flag unfolded in the middle. Top officials from the US and the EU have also called for their release, including Donald Tusk, the European Council President, and US Secretary of State Mike Pompeo. Ukraine's ombudswoman said the Russian court will carry out the decision in favor of the security service.
Everything is already predetermined. The FSB of Russia, which is de facto ruled by the president of the country in which we are now. All orders have already been received by the court.
The sailors were captured by the Russian Coast Guard and their vessels were seized in the Black Sea near the Kerch Strait in November of last year. Russian ships rammed the Ukrainian vessels and opened fire, injuring at least one serviceman. The vessels were trying to reach the Ukrainian port of Mariupol.